Let me smash.
Guess what I did last night?
Let me smash.
We could do this for an hour, and then we'd have a podcast.
We really could.
I was saying, since this is your podcast or your video or whatever, is there any topics that you specifically wanted to discuss, or are we opening it up to the board here?
We're opening it up to the board because, I mean, we could talk about the trip, like the party a little bit, things we can talk about from the party. But other than that, I know how our conversations typically go. We could be talking about like the fact that I went to Red Lobster yesterday for the first time, and then 10 minutes later we'll be talking about like religion, origins of the universe. Like that's
You went
typically
to Red
our-
Lobster, bro?
Yeah, it was fire.
The Red Lobster sucks.
You went to Red Lobster and got a steak, bro. What?
It was a
What?
It was a good steak. What are you on about?
Cat, bro.
You,
Ain't no way.
you can't
He
talk.
goes
You're
to Red
vegetarian.
Lobster.
did.
I am
You did,
vegetarian.
bro.
But like, you can't like.
You gotta try
Whatever.
seafood. I don't know.
Yeah,
That was funny.
it's
That was funny.
it's Red Lobster, not
Did you have
whatever
the rolls or the biscuits?
Longhorn
I had the
Steakhouse.
biscuits. I had the biscuits. The biscuits were good.
I've heard the
They're good.
biscuits are good. We had like this like biscuit mix, like Red Lobster biscuit mix,
It's alright,
and we
man.
made it. It was all right. I don't know. Maybe she didn't do as good a job, but I wasn't impressed.
I gotta put you guys on this breakfast food if you all like eggs. I'm telling you, it's probably the best thing I've ever created.
All right.
Is this related to biscuits at all, or is this just you're just like I really want me some
was
food
thinking-
right now?
Well, that and I was thinking of burritos because I was like, damn, like biscuit burritos. I don't know, it just goes together.
It's all this talk about food is making me
No.
hungry.
I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry. Ugh. But anyway, I'll tell you real quick, and then we start the podcast. It's a tortilla
It already started.
with cheese. Put it in the microwave. Heat that up. You let it go for like a minute. You take it out while you're cooking your eggs. You do them over easy, and you split it in half. You do 2 of them. You do 4 eggs, 2 eggs in each. Wrap it up. Put a little bit of salsa in there. Chef's kiss.
I knew you were gonna
Gas,
say
I'm
chef's.
telling
I
you.
knew you were gonna say chef's kiss.
It's gas. I'm telling you. It's like you're eating a quesadilla with like
Egg.
It's egg, yes. But it's so good. It's so
It
good.
sounds-
It's so,
I don't
it's so
want
simple
eggs
to
on my.
make.
I don't want
You
eggs
think
on my.
that. You think that's
No,
simple,
I know
and then you
that. I
try it,
know.
and it's
No, I know.
amazing.
I know.
Dude,
I
put a
don't
little
want.
bit of salt, pepper on that, a little bit of parsley. Come on. I'm so
Nah,
hungry. Anyway,
I'm gonna keep mine to the bare minimum.
All right.
lazy
Cheese,
sack.
cheese, cheese and salsa. Cheese and salsa.
I just do.
No tortilla.
I do cheese, steak, and
Yeah,
I
who
dip
needs
it
it?
in salsa. But we
Cheese
never
and
Some mound
steak?
of cheese.
cheese, steak, and I dip it in salsa.
You put like the cheese on top of the steak, or like it's like a steak covered in cheese.
In the 2 tortillas, it's cheese and steak.
When
Oh,
you're cooking the steak on the grill, we should definitely just throw cheese on top of it and let it melt on top. And then you could cut it and you have like cheese.
You should do that and a little bit of garlic.
Like a burger, but you just melt the cheese on top.
Yeah.
sounds good.
We didn't.
on top of a steak.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like you cook the one side and you flip it over, and while it's cooking the other side, you throw some cheese on it, let it melt. And then once it's gonna come off, you got like a big ass.
That is, yeah. You just
cheeseburger.
made like a bougie cheeseburger, bro. It's like, yeah, I don't eat hamburgers. I eat steak burgers or something. I don't know.
just some Italian bread. Like make it hella bougie. Like, the buns aren't good enough.
someone knocking.
You know, someone's in the house.
I'm the one who knocks.
Oh, great heavens!
All right.
Anyway,
Well,
we never really did a full on intro to this. So hello, it's been like 4.5, 5 months. How long has it been?
I have no idea.
Been too damn long.
Yeah, I think our last
What
podcast,
he
I think
said.
we recorded in May, uploaded like in the middle of the summer. But we're back. I got a beard and mustache. It's been so damn long, but I'm probably not gonna have it for long because it's starting to get annoying. But a lot
Imagine.
of stuff has happened since then. Like we visited Sam and Ryan right here. We
Don't
missed
you
out on the
wish?
entire summer of recording podcasts when we actually had time.
It happens.
Yeah. But alas, we are back here, which is good. All four of us.
Together
Yes,
as a
sir.
team.
Together.
Yeah,
Yup.
like a week ago we were all together.
A week ago, we
Yeah.
were all together.
About a week ago.
We
Mhm.
went over to New Jersey and visited Sam and Ryan for Ryan's graduation party. And we were there for just one weekend. It was a 14-hour drive there and then another back. But oh my gosh, it was worth it.
Dude, I got so many hugs. It was just
Yeah.
worth it in hugs alone.
I'm glad. I'm glad. No, towards the end, I was like, "Bye, Ryan." And then we talk a little bit. I'm like, "Okay, now I gotta say goodbye again." And then we talk a little bit more. I'm like, "All right, we gotta end it off on a hug." But
Yeah.
like,
And then he went to sat down in his car and he got out. He hugged me.
I'm not because I wasn't gonna see you for 2.5 months, my guy.
A long time.
Like I'm not gonna see you until the Christmas party. But
Well, I
You
don't
guys
know.
aren't coming.
In theory, we can still drive. So
yeah, definitely come to Savannah. 'Cause, I mean, I'm in
the
my
thing
room
is,
right
I was driving home from, like, I did like an off like there's two normal locations that I go for work, and I went to like they call it like an off-prem. It's like off-premises event. And I was driving home. It was only like 45 minutes, but I'm like driving home on the parkway. And I'm like, damn, like I'm cruising right now. Like I kind of want to go on a road trip.
Yeah, because like
Dude,
you can talk.
you
Okay.
go.
For that little road trip that I did with Xavier, he was asleep for about half of it each time, and just like 6-7 hours to yourself. Not, I wasn't really listening to music because he was asleep. I didn't want to wake him, so it was just me and my thoughts on the road.
Xander and his thoughts on the road.
Yeah,
You know, if you get like headphones, you could plug headphones into your phone and then you can listen to stuff.
is that legal on the road?
No.
Yeah, I had a
No.
It's
feeling.
illegal.
Well-
or if you just
Don't-
Bluetoothly connect to your car, it's legal.
Don't get
as
like
long as you don't have separate headphones, it's legal.
don't wear like headphones like these. Just have like one headphone on or something. Like don't wear like headphones like this. Like I don't know. I have AirPods or whatever, so I just put like one in my ear. And you could do that. You could still hear everything around you.
Okay.
No, I just vibe out with music. That's the way to be, honestly.
Dude,
Put on
there-
some like it was like thundering yesterday, like it was like raining heavily, and I just had on like Caribbean music, and I was like,
Dude,
so- such a
there's
vibe.
there's few things that feel greater than driving in the middle of the night, being the only car
Yes.
that's on the road.
Yeah. Yes.
There's
Speed-
no one like in your mirrors. I hate when there's light in my mirrors.
Yeah, and when you're the only one that's on the road, and then suddenly there's like a car that goes over a hill, and the light reflects off the mirrors, like, it's blinding.
It's the worst.
Because like you can drive
I hate it.
you can drive the speed limit without any cars passing you and making you feel like you should be going faster. So it's like it's comfortable. I would totally
Nah.
do it again. I want to go across the
No.
country sometime.
No one ever passes me, Xander. I'm passing them.
I know, Ryan. I know. We established that on the last episode. You're a road menace.
Dude, someone passes me, I'm like, bro, you just unleashed the demon. I just like speed up.
You
so
thought?
like I'm not.
So you have
no-
chosen death.
Do you actually like chase anyone
No,
down
no,
that
no.
passes you?
Like if I'm driving home at work, like it'll be like a 70. I'll be cruising home at like 70, 75. But then like someone like zooms past me and I'm like, damn, I want to catch this guy.
Mm.
And I like you go only 100 to catch up to this guy.
Like a
And
dog
then
chasing
pass him
coffee.
Yeah,
and get off
that-
the exit.
Yeah, that sounds about what we were doing.
Yeah. Well, dude, I just like my car just. I don't know. Neither of my cars are really that fast.
You
And I
said
feel
you
like
got
it's good though. if I-
down the road.
If I got a fast car, I feel like it like would be so legendary. But like, I'd be probably zooming home so fast. Like,
Yeah, Ryan's
So
Ryan's
fast.
cars, like his Jeep has like the tires are too big, whatever. So we went night fishing with Chris and Nate the other day. And so we're like driving there and like we're in the car and like when Ryan like brakes or whatever or like hits a bump, then the tires hit the wheel well and make a noise. And so Chris is in the car and he goes, "What the hell was that?" Like he thought the car was like about to blow up or whatever. Ryan's like, "Yeah, no, that's the tires, Mo. It makes like a clinking sound or whatever, like a whatever you described it as. Not at all what it sounds like." And Chris was like, "I thought that's not at all what that just sounded like, man. I don't know what you're
Because
talking about."
honestly, that was a new sound that I have never heard. Um, that was because it was so weighted down in the back that the suspension's old, so it's not going to hold as well. So we had all that equipment in there, and we had like 2 boys in the back, but for when I brake, it rubs in the front left from the tire. It's all right. I don't know.
What's funny, I could totally see Chris reacting like that. Like, what,
Dude, he's
what
like-
the heck?
Literally, it's so funny. I was driving there. I was like, damn, like this would really suck if she like broke down on me right here.
Yeah, because like we drove all the way to Barnegat Light pretty much, and so
At
like
10 o'clock.
that's like an hour. That's like an hour from our house, and like we went like we were trying to go when like the a high tide, like on the rising tide was like high tide was like midnight, so we were
Dude, it
trying to
was
get there late.
gorgeous.
So like
It
we're
was
like if the car,
gorgeous.
yeah, Nate said that like he's been out there and like the conditions that we had we will like never have again. Like it was like clear skies, you could see so many stars because there wasn't a ton of lights there, like on the beach, and like it was like cold, but it wasn't like freezing, and there wasn't a lot of wind, and like you would go down to the water and the water felt warmer than the air, but it was really cool. But like we were like if like the car doesn't start up, it's a long way home, and like no one's coming to pick us up right now.
Well, Nate was like, I'm gonna get an extra little juice, and I was like, and like I have like the voltage thing so I can see it on my car, and it had like 14 volts like before like we did, and I was like, nah, like we're unplugging this. Like I'm not taking no chances. It's gonna get colder. Like.
Oh yeah, for his phone. Right? He was like
Yeah.
Nate was trying to charge his phone, and Nate's like, "Well, you haven't drove it in a while." And we're like, "Exactly."
Yeah, but even though it'd be full charge, we drove fucking an hour.
See,
Yeah.
I want to go fishing with you guys.
Whatever.
I've wanted to go fishing with you guys for a couple of years now, but the stars never really aligned.
Xander,
Yeah,
if you
I've-
went fishing, I don't think you'd like it at all. You're like a go kind of guy, whereas like sitting, you're just like,
Yeah, I've never been that crazy about fishing. Like Ryan and Nate like kind of love fishing a lot more than me because when I go, like I usually don't catch anything, so it's not as fun of an experience. But like when we went, like as soon as we like put the poles in the water, we had 4 poles and 4 of us. But the thing is, it's like dark, so you could hardly see the poles. So like as soon as someone's like reeling one in, there's like one's got like a light for him, and then the other guy's reeling it in. So then you've got 3 poles there. So like all the poles, like if they all started like having something on them, we were like screwed, or because like everyone would have it trying to reel something in while like in the dark and stuff, and like they don't even know what it is.
And the poles would just get pulled into the water.
Yeah, like if you're not watching them, they could like if something big hits it, it could just pull it away, and you won't even know like what
you
happened.
come
It
back
could
and your
be
rod
gone.
is just gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. So like as soon as we had like all the poles set up and in the water, like immediately we started getting like a hit on it. And like Chris reeled in like a skate, and then we got like another hit, and then Nate reeled in like a decent sized ray, which was honestly scary because like I've seen like skates before, but skates don't have barbs. So like you don't really have to worry about that with them, but the ray has a barb on it. Like an actual ray has like a barb. And it was like suction cupping itself to the like wet sand on the beach, so like we couldn't get it up and we didn't have a net. And like Chris is like, just grab the rag and like grab it by the tail. But like the barb is like at the end, and he's like, if you grab it at the end of the tail, it's fine. But like I was like, yo, this thing, I'm gonna like rip this thing's tail off before I get it to move anywhere because it's so thin. It's not like a strong thing. So I was like, that was honestly pretty sketchy. I was like, I'm about to get impaled by this barb right now. But fortunately that did not happen. After that, we just kept catching these tiny little like
Like dogfish.
yeah, dogfish, like they're like sand sharks or whatever, right? It's like literally like we felt like it, like they were all the same size, so we felt like it was the same little like dogfish just constantly biting all of our baits. And so like we like got a bunch of hits with like that, and we reeled in like we must have reeled in like 4 or 5, like everyone reeled one in.
Yeah.
And then after that, like we were like sitting down. I think like all the bait fell off of the hooks or like got taken off the hooks without like us noticing, because it's kind of hard to tell at night when you're getting like a thing without like the whatever those glow stick things Chris was talking about. We didn't have them, and they would have helped out big time. But like with the waves and stuff, you can like kind of see like the string pull and then bounce back, so it looks like you're getting bites, but you're not. So it was kind of hard to tell sometimes. But like all the bait must have fallen off, and so at a point we were just like all sitting there, like it was past midnight at this point, and like we're just sitting there. Probably like all the pulls are in the water, but probably none of them have bait on them at this point. Nate's like passed out. Ryan's passed out. Chris is like kind of passing out, and Chris is like I reel all the hooks in, and none of them had bait. And then I didn't put them back out because like everyone's like sleeping at this point. And Chris is like, "Well, I got work in the morning. We ain't even got hooks in the water. I think it's time to pack up." So yeah, but it was really cool.
When you're fishing, do you have to be like quiet so that the fish come?
No,
in?
you don't got to worry about like maybe like if you're fishing in like a lake or something, but like in the ocean, I don't think you really got to worry about being quiet because like one, the ocean's roaring with like the waves crashing, and two, like you're casting like a decent distance off the shore. So I don't think that's really a factor. You don't got to worry about that too much.
Yeah, see, I think that would be fun then, because you're just sitting, basically chatting until your fishing rod gets a pull. But I went hunting with my grandpa,
Mhm.
and
You have to be quiet.
yeah, and the
You're
deer
just
were
there in silence.
yeah, the deer were like half a mile away from the looks of it. We were looking at him from a scope, but we basically just sat in silence for like an hour and a half, and that wasn't as fun as I hoped it would be. But for fishing, if you get to at least chat, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's why fishing is better when you go out with like a lot of people, or at least like a person. If you go by yourself, like it's nice, like peaceful. You know, like you just cast out.
Yeah, because
My
hunting.
only fishing story with Ryan was we were at the lake. He already knows the story.
I
This
know it
is
is.
'cause
I
he's
love this
laughing.
story.
I know
I
it as
love
well.
this story. It's true.
It's mostly true based on my recollection, but we were at our local lake fishing, and I'm not catching anything because I suck, and Ryan's reeling in stuff like everything. And Ryan looks at me and goes, "Watch this!" Casts with nothing, just the hook, reels it in, and I'll be fucking damned. There's a goddamn fish on that line.
And that's
Xavier still wasn't catching anything.
Cast
It's even-
I was just
and
joking. I was
catches a
joking. I was,
fish.
I
In
was
like
like, I'm
less
just.
than a minute, he just goes, watch this, casts, reels it in, and there's a fish.
it gets even
Dude,
better,
I was
right?
like, ain't no way. I was like, Xavier, like, I was just playing, but I actually fucking caught one.
But Ryan,
I was just making fun of him, but I actually caught one. I was like, damn.
and Ryan, it gets even
These
better,
fish.
right? It wasn't an actual rod, was it? Wasn't
No,
it
it
just like
was.
wasn't it just like a stick with the reel tied to it?
No, it was
No.
he-
No, one time, I don't know if we ever did that actually at the Waretown Lake, but one time we were at like this campground and like we didn't have enough poles for everybody. So what we did is we got sticks and like we were trying to catch sunnies.
Tied.
So we just tied like just enough like line onto the stick that you could like kind of throw it out and then pull it back in without having to really to reel it. So we were like literally fishing with like a stick and some line. We would like put like we had like bologna or something. We were like putting bologna on like the hook. We would have like a hook and a line tied to a stick, and we were like catching fish like that. But I don't know if we ever did that actually at the lake itself.
No, I remember Ryan doing it. Like he just tied a reel to a stick and put it in the water, and I'm pretty sure he got a bite.
Maybe, I don't know. My memory sucks, but I don't think he tied like the reel. Maybe just like some line to it, because like
Yeah.
tying a reel to a stick is kind of pointless.
No, I'm
I
messing
also
up. It was definitely the line. I'm messing up the terminology.
I remember one time we were there and Ryan had his phone on a bike and someone knocked the bike over and then a car drove by
Oh
and
my
drove over
gosh.
his phone.
That was
I-
all Sam's fault.
I
'Cause
completely
catching
forgot
a
about
pike.
that.
I was catching a pike, and I was like, Sam, make sure you grab my phone. And
Cap.
I'm fighting the fish,
Cap,
and he
you never
never
said that.
grabbed it.
That's cap, bro. You never
Bro,
told me to grab your phone.
I did, and it got ran over. I'm like, yo, Sam, get my phone. And he was like, what?
Exactly, because you never told me to grab it.
Bro, I did. You were just too busy looking at my massive pike I caught.
As a witness of this story, I don't think you told Sam to look for your phone.
Bro,
As a
Stop
witness
it,
for this
Cap.
story, I only remember the fact that your phone got crushed because you left on the seat and someone knocked it over.
Yeah, it was quite funny at the time, but you had to get a new phone, right?
Yeah. I had to get a new phone, and I lost the
Was your
Clash of Clans account.
Yeah, the Clash of Clans account.
Bro,
At that time, that was like our best account too. Like that
Yeah.
was like our community account because we at that point like we only had mom's like iPhone to play on, so we were like
Dude,
play Clash of
so
Clans on her
funny.
iPhone, and and like so that was the Scody account. We quickly surpassed it though, like left it in the dust, but it was kind of funny because like that was our best account at the time, and it got lost on Ryan's thing.
Yeah. In like 2015, I had an account that was on Town Hall 7, and
Mhm.
I lost it. I don't know where the hell it was. Maybe I never signed in. It was just dedicated to
Yeah.
that one device. But if I never lost that account, I would probably be at Max Town Hall right now.
That's
Because
that's
Tunnel
that-
7
that's
is like,
no.
you don't
No.
think so?
no. Dude,
In two,
Xander,
the
do you have
amount of grinding to be Max Town Hall, like I'm an
You-
average player, but I'm honestly like, they've made so much more now that I'm
Yeah.
like probably trash
yeah.
in reality.
because I think
No,
I
you're
average
no.
Sam's
something
got
like
an
that.
account.
My account, like even me, like I'm like middle of the road with like I think my town hall's like almost max 12 or something. Like I'm nearly max 12. I just need walls, but I stopped playing because um it's such a grind to like upgrade and
is.
stuff. And like I had like a tablet account that was like Town Hall 7 that I lost. But like the thing is like once you get past like Town Hall 11, 12ish, like it takes so long to upgrade things that even if you played consistently and you didn't lose at Town Hall 7, like you probably would have either given up or you wouldn't be upgraded. Like I feel like I'm pretty certain that anyone that is at Max Town Hall has spent money to help them upgrade things.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like I just feel like there's no way that like time wise you actually get there.
Yeah, I just double checked. I'm Town Hall 11, and everything is upgraded. All that I have left to do is upgrade my Barbarian King and Dark Elixir stuff in the Resource Lab.
Yeah,
it's like,
well,
I
it
need
goes
Dark
all
Elixir
it
for
goes to
everything.
14. I think it's up to 14 now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But
I
like,
could be wrong. Maybe it's 13, but
I
I think it's
lost
14.
I lost 2 to 3 years of progress going to Town Hall 7. If I had 2 to 3 years now, I would be at least like 2 town halls ahead.
The funny thing is like nowadays, like getting to Town Hall 7 does not take 2 to 3 years. Like back then, like that was like a grind. Nowadays, like with like how things work in like Clash of Clans,
Yeah.
all the upgrades are cheaper and stuff because of how many more town halls there are. That like getting to Town Hall 7's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like
You
Town
could
Halls,
probably be
Town
at
Hall
Town Hall
7's
7
Town
in
Hall
like
7's
2
like
days
yeah, like the Town Hall
of like
7's like
straight grinding.
Town Hall 7 is like Town Hall 5 now.
Yeah. The thing
Yeah.
is, they made it.
5 is the what? 5 the new 7 or something?
Yeah, they made it so much
7's the new
easier.
5.
Because at 7, that's when you unlock the Barbarian King. I don't know if that's still the case, but when you unlock the Barbarian
Maybe.
King, you couldn't make a Dark Elixir drill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you had to just grind multiplayer battles to get all that Dark Elixir, and I did
Yeah,
that twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the second time around, I think you could have one drill, but that was nothing.
Bro, I remember like being so like in need for Dark Elixir to upgrade my Barbarian King. I didn't even like attempt to try and like attack and get the Dark Elixir. I was just lightning it. You can't do that.
I did that as
anymore.
well. They
You just be
patched
like,
that because that's what everyone did.
Which it's kind of annoying because in reality, like that was the cheat code, but now you can't do that. Like
Yeah, but now you
those
don't
kids
need.
are beat.
Yeah, but now you don't need to do that because you have a drill that can literally give you like Dark Elixir and
Well,
stuff.
obviously, but what I'm saying is like back
Yeah.
like when you're at the town hall, like that's what you had to do. Like your
Yeah.
army wasn't good enough to penetrate every time. You'd be wasting too many resources.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't practical.
Yeah, and like something that Xander and I Xander noticed recently, like we went on Clash of Clans when he came up, and or when you guys came up, and Xander was like, "Wait a minute, does it even cost like elixir to make an army anymore?" and we came to the conclusion that we don't think it does. What we could be wrong about that, but we don't think it does. And the fact that it doesn't cost elixir to make an army and it's just time now is insane. Because like before, like you would like when you were like those first couple town halls, like you needed to make like you didn't even have enough elixir to make like a full barbarian army.
Facts.
Like all you were like going in with like 15 barbarians because you didn't have the elixir to make like the 20 barbarians you needed or whatever to make like a full army.
Yeah, this new generation will never understand the struggle. Ryan's opening class. Ryan's opening class right now because he doesn't believe us and he needs to double check.
The
I've been on it
the
so long, I have
struggle.
to fight my village.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I remember. I did that too. I've actually had to do that twice.
Never had to do that. I
Um,
wish I could do that because it upgrades stuff for
it's
you.
super easy
They
because
just
you
give you like unlimited stuff. It's kind of fire.
Because like when you
Yeah.
battle your own
More
village,
troops.
you come back, you have stuff upgraded for you.
Like I
Yeah.
just got more troops.
well yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna shift us off of
Of Clash and fishing.
yeah. So does anyone have any topics they want to talk about? Because I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Minecraft.
If not, I'll Minecraft?
Minecraft, the Ahsoka series.
Oh, did you hear about the new
I-
Minecraft lo-fi music?
What?
Yes, I listened to some of it.
It is
Some of it,
such a bop.
some of them are absolute bops, and then other ones are not so good. And the ones that are bops are like I looked at the playlist. The bop ones are like the first couple ones, and then there's like ones from like Legends or whatever. Those ones I feel like consistently sucked. They just like it's supposed to be like lo-fi is supposed to be like relaxing and stuff, and they just
Yeah.
gave me more like creepy vibes. Like it wasn't like Ryan was there, he was listening to them, and Ryan just kept going like, "What the hell are we listening to?" Like he was
Some
so
of them
pressed.
were a vibe, and I'm like, bro, like what are we listening to?
Yeah.
Alright, wait. No, it still costs elixir. Y'all are stupid.
What? No, like look at the
I thought it.
look at like barbarians and stuff. Does it show the amount of elixir you need? Intense.
Is this like a yes or no question?
No, you actually don't need elixir. It's just,
Oh.
Actually, you're stupid. Yeah.
that's actually insane. That
See?
actually makes me mad. That makes it so much easier.
I want the
Anyway,
game to be
continue.
hard because if the game is hard, then there's actually a challenge. But now you just unlimited army. People will never understand the struggle. It
The
used to be
struggle of Clash
it
of
used to be
Clans.
so hard, and now just boop 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 full pekkas.
Full Pekkas. Yeah, all you got to do is
I
wait.
remember the days where you would like wager what you wanted to use because you wanted to get elixir and stuff like. But I need my good army, but it costs too much for my
Yeah, and it used to be like 25 minutes to make a Pekka, but like you had like multiple camps that you could make them in, and now it's like,
Mhm.
and I think they put all those times down. I don't
No,
think
it
it's as
was
much.
each an individual training camp, or
Like
training
it-
building
barracks,
for
yeah.
the camp. Yeah, barracks for the camp.
Our
Before
generate
this, what were we talking about?
Minecraft.
Fishing.
Well, we
Minecraft,
mentioned the
right?
lo-fi. We mentioned the lo-fi. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean like
There's
Minecraft.
3 hours of lo-fi. I've only listened to a few of the ones which was
Yeah, the top
laid
one.
back for leading the charge.
Yeah, is that were you listening to it on the actual playlist or did you like listen to it on YouTube?
YouTube.
Because on YouTube they were all bops that I was listening to it on YouTube and I was like, yo, this is all bops. But when I went on the Spotify playlist, like it was shuffling it and I was like, yeah, some of these are not it.
Yeah,
But
you can't shuffle it. You have to do it in the order that they are on YouTube because it's like one long song in different parts. But if you go like one song from the first one and then the 7th song from the 3rd one and the 4th from and you go, that's wrong.
I didn't I thought that it all sounded kind of similar. I didn't realize it was all kind of like one song. Yeah, but in Minecraft stuff, I have like on like our realm, like I've been grinding a little bit. You know, like my like town Foxtail's pretty much finished up, and I kind of been like drawing like designs for like I have like this grid paper, and so I use like the grid paper as reference for blocks and stuff. And I've been like drawing like designs and then like building them in a creative world before I like actually make them in the survival.
That's neat.
That's fun.
Um,
Do you want me to
yeah, I
set?
don't.
Do you want me to set up Lightmatica for you so you can like build the schematic in front of you?
Um, I for the builds that I've been like, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but like most of the builds that I've been doing are like more like small scale. So I just kind of take pictures of them, and then that's enough for me to like reference off of. So I've been managing, but maybe I don't know.
All right. I want to do more stuff on the realm, but it's just there are so many other better, smarter things I can invest my time into.
Well, that's my like biggest thing is like, oh, like this would look so cool if I did this and I like built this, but then it's like, okay, I just spent 3, 4, 5 hours building this, and it looks great, but like, like if no one really is looking at it, and two, like I could be doing better things with my time than just building.
But here's what you do then:
Um,
live stream it.
yeah, maybe. The thing is like on my YouTube channel has like 11 subscribers or something like that, so it's like, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, my channel is at like 951 right now, but I want to live stream just for the sake of live streaming because I've been trying to mentally talk myself into it for a long time, but it's just when you're live, and like you can't do any post-production editing to something that's live. So
Yeah.
it's just I got to be more comfortable like talking to a camera like this. 'Cause
Yeah.
Nate
I
does it. I don't know how he does it, but
Well, I
It
don't know, Nate.
you just gotta get out of your own head, and also
Yeah.
Nate has a bit of a superiority complex when it comes to
Mm.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Nate has no chill. Like he doesn't really care about how anyone thinks. So he'll just say or do whatever. That's within reason. But like this morning, woke me up. I literally was woken up from screaming. Check it out. Y'all probably can watch the live stream.
Yeah, he was probably streaming because he's always streaming. But like you watch him, like you listen to him like scream, because like the thing is like he'll like stream from like like we went for when did we go for a run? Oh, we went for a run last night. We could talk about that too. We went for a run, and then we came back from the run, and then he did like his stretches, whatever, and he got on. That must have been like 11:30 maybe, and he
Yeah.
played from 11:30 until like what time do you think that was? Like 9?
Bro, it had to been like 9. It had to.
Yeah, and then he played until like 9. And so like during that whole time, everyone in the house is sleeping, right? And he's downstairs in his room, and you can still kind of
Screaming.
hear him like raging us. Like he always like whether he's doing good or bad, he's always yelling. Because when he's doing
be
good,
like, yes!
Yeah.
If he's doing bad, he's like, fuck.
yeah, yeah, literally. So, but like I don't. He was like I don't know what he was doing, but like sometimes when he gets mad, like he stands up and he like leaves the room. So like he'll like he must have gotten up and was like pissed off, and you could tell because it gets louder as he gets closer to the stairs and stuff. He must have like got out of his like stood up, got out of the room and like ran down the hallway like being like what the fuck? And like just like pissed off. And so it's like everyone in like the house just hears Nate screaming. Like it's like an alarm clock. It's like, oh, must be like 9 a.m. like like when you hear Nate fucking screaming like that, but
I mean,
whatever.
it's entertaining. He's having fun. I don't understand
It's
how he
not,
has fun,
it's
but
not
Is it-
entertaining.
It's not entertaining for me when I'm trying to sleep,
Yeah.
bro. I'm trying to sleep here. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
But we went for a run last night. It was like raining, but we ran down to the bay and like it's been stormy, so like the water was pretty high up. But like we went down to the bay and stuff, so that was pretty nice. We were
Yeah.
talking about Minecraft. How do we? We were
we
talking about Minecraft. What happened?
we talked about your builds, and I mentioned you should stream it, and then we talked about Nate.
Oh yes.
And then you were like, oh, I run.
Yeah. The thing is that like like I want to like stream, but I just like I feel like if I'm gonna stream and no one watches, like I don't know, it's just it seems like pointless. Also, I don't know if how well the computer I have, I don't think it handles
I'm pretty sure your computer's better than
streaming
mine.
all that well. It's like it depends on the aspects. So like it's like I've tried to do like record like if you look on my channel, I have some videos of me playing Minecraft and like recording.
Mhm.
And the thing is that like when I do that, like in order for it to like I've tried to do it and like like if I do it like my full screen and I record at the same time, it doesn't record. It's all like framey. So I have to like do a smaller like screen for like a smaller window for Minecraft in order for it to record smoothly.
Definitely look into your
Um,
OBS settings. There might be some things that you got to tinker with. Because
maybe.
I'm pretty sure you have like an RTX 3070. I have a 3060 and I haven't had any problems with it.
I have no idea.
I have
Uh,
the 3070.
Yeah,
I'll have to look into them.
I can help you out with it. Just compare
Yeah,
settings
yeah.
and see what I have different. But
Yeah, I don't know.
just
I feel like I've had this computer since I went to college, so I've had it for like 4 years now. So I do think I'm coming up on due for an upgrade, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm almost due for an upgrade too. I'm at like a 2060, 2070. I don't know. And I've had this computer since your dad helped me find this deal.
yeah,
Remember that?
I do remember that. I think that was before I got mine.
That was before I went to school. Yeah, I think it was before you got yours.
Yeah, if it was before I left Jersey, then yes, your computer's older than mine. But with
But I
my
don't know. I might buy a desktop.
definitely do that because with desktops, like the technology is just much better. Like the RTX for laptops and desktops are not the same thing. Like for laptops, the best thing is like RTX 3090, I think. And for a desktop, it's 4090. And you can install like cooling systems and all that to make it all nice and crisp. And it's just much more viable. And if you get if you get a good enough desktop, you can keep just replacing parts as they stop working and keep the same base for years and years and years. Just get a good base. But yeah, for my laptop, I'm hoping I can get like 2 more years out of it. Because I've had it for, I think, 2 years already. And I haven't had any problems. For the most part, I'm starting to notice a couple of things. New stuff is coming out that my computer can't keep up with unless I like lower the settings a little bit. But I want to get a desktop as well. I just think it'll be some time before I do it.
Yeah. I like want to do a desktop, but I don't know if we have the space for it right now. Like I feel like if I were to get a desktop, it wouldn't really fit in our room because like right now how our setup is like I have a desk here and then I have a desk over there that's like Ryan's desk and I like set up like my desk for my apartment which is kind of tiny, but like putting like a tower right on top of here or something like that, I feel like I don't know how well it would work.
Well, I don't know. We could buy like a table. We would check out the measurements and we get like one of those like angle tables. So it goes on my wall and then all the way out, but like a foot from the door. And then we have like that whole space. But
Yeah, I think what we need to do is have it so like how your desk is laid out right now, like the chair spot is closer to the wall. We need to make the spot where like drawers are and stuff is closer to the wall, and then
Yeah.
your chair's over there, so that we have that separation. But that's a future project. We were supposed to put a TV on the wall, and we haven't done that either. So
Yeah.
well, because I want dad to
Yeah,
help us.
I have a TV.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah, is it set up so that like you could lay in your bed and like just watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's how we want to do it.
yeah, that's what we're hoping to
It's
do.
for it's not. It'll be a vibe and a half, bro.
Yeah. And be
I
like,
get
all right,
Disney Plus. Like, if I can get my PS4 to work again, like I have the Disney Plus and the Netflix on there. Like it might sound like an airplane,
We could-
but if you put the volume loud enough, it'll be okay.
we could literally just bring my PlayStation up and
Dude,
then
like,
Bro,
you can access Netflix and Disney Plus on your computer. Just connect an HDMI and you can use your like a wireless mouse as like
That's
a
true.
clicker.
Clicker.
Yeah, and
um
use this from a
yeah.
distance.
This is
like
a
it's the remote.
remote. This is a remote, not a clicker.
But from your computer, you can use this and like lay on your bed and use this as the remote.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, Ryan, remember my gaming mess I had years ago?
Oh, I see what you're talking about, Xander. You're saying if I got a desktop, not a not my laptop.
Or no, but for your laptop, you can still connect an HDMI to your TV on the wall and do the same thing.
I know I do that
Okay.
downstairs. I normally do that. Like I watched all Rebels and a lot of Clone Wars on my couch. When I came home from vacation, I only sat in my bed. I mean, on the couch for like a week watching Rebels, and like just Star Wars because I had nothing else to do. Like work didn't start yet, and I just was a couch potato. It was actually, honestly, it kind of sucked. Like I hate not having stuff to do.
Did you finish Rebels though?
But I finished all Clone Wars, but I watched the first season of Rebels and the last season, so I have to go back and watch 2 and 3. But this way, I was caught up for what was going on with Grand Admiral Thrawn because I had no idea who Grand Admiral was. Like when I was watching Ahsoka, I was like, "Damn, like who is this guy?" But now I understand.
He's a badass.
So this coming episode is gonna be kind of fire. But I'm kind of sad
haven't
it's the last
seen it.
one.
I want to see it. Wait, what?
I haven't seen episode 7.
Yeah, I
But
haven't either. I thought
there
there were
is-
9.
No, there's
I
8.
haven't watched.
Oh.
I still haven't watched any
He
of it
hasn't
yet.
watched any, but it's kind of good. He's gonna watch all of them. Like
Maybe.
What is it? Is it 3 or 4, which is the best episode?
5.
Oh wait, that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it 5?
Shadow Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
the
like-
best episode.
I'm really behind just on all Star Wars,
Yeah,
but
don't worry
like,
about anything. Just watch. Skip everything. Just watch episode 5 of Ahsoka.
Nah, watch all of it. But I like Ahsoka. My problem is though, I feel like the animated stuff is just so much better. Like Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi.
I
Objectively,
mean,
some of the
episode
best.
5 was pretty good.
Episode 5.
I mean,
it was only good because the animated stuff, Xavier.
can anything really be better than Mando?
Yes.
Tales of the Jedi was amazing.
Yeah.
Season
Tales of
2.
the Jedi was fire.
Season 2 is coming.
Really?
Yeah, season 2 of Tales of the Jedi is coming. I want an episode about Luke.
Of course you do.
He's the best Jedi.
49 times.
I don't know.
I
I
love
don't know
that
if they would
beast.
do one about him.
What's that?
You're old man.
I don't know if they would do one about Luke. I feel like it's based more towards like the Jedi, like the actual Jedi.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
Clone
was right
Wars,
about
yeah.
to say the actual Jedi. Yeah,
You're-
Luke isn't no Jedi.
You're probably right, but like there's so many other characters they can make stories about, like I'm trying to remember his name from Force Unleashed. He's one of my favorite Jedi. He's blind. Kind of like Kanan. He was the inspiration for Kanan, but they just did Kanan's story and pretty much made him the same person.
Classic.
Ram Koda. I feel like they could make an episode about him. He hates clones.
He's
And-
not canon.
I mean, no, his name was engraved on the path wall from like Obi-Wan when he found out that that Quinlan Voss was there. Ram Koda's name was written on that wall.
They need to do like more detail for Qui-Gon Jinn. I love Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon is
He left
so
us too
underrated.
soon.
Yep, may he rest in
He
peace.
really did. I'm so sad about that. Like, he was just like
And-
I wanted to see like what his like with Count Dooku and all that, like all that, like there's so much there like they could like use and like put other information into that with like him before
Phantom
like,
Menace.
he met Anakin. Yeah, like before Phantom Menace. Like what was he talking about with Count Dooku and all them, and
Yeah,
like he was on their side, you know?
because like I loved Count Dooku before Tales of the Jedi, but after Tales of the Jedi, Count Dooku is like one of my favorite characters now. Because we actually got to see his mindset as he slowly like fell to the dark side and joined
Yeah.
Palpatine. But
Alpha memes.
I want an episode about Ram Koda in Tales of the Jedi just because his entire deal was he hated clones. And when Order 66 happened, he just was not around any clones because he only worked with his own private hired militia. So that's how he survived. There were just no clones when the order was executed.
If I could, I totally would have had like you know, like those like what the heck are they called? Like those droids that were like assassins that were in Mando.
Commandos? Or wait, not they're like IG
yeah, IG like
units.
6, 7, yeah, something along that, but like better. I wanted to have developed like, and they would just like follow me around, be my personal bodyguards that were like very high end. I wouldn't have like General Grievous bodyguards like because
Magna
they could be
Guards.
yeah,
Nah, dude, I want a purge trooper as a bodyguard.
Urge Trooper.
One of those
I
guys.
don't know if I
from-
want any clones in there because then somebody should be like execute Order 66, and then he's purging your ass.
True. But like, I don't know. Who would you
I think
guys?
clones are sick.
They are.
I honestly I like Obi-Wan's clones, the orange guys.
The orange guys, Cody,
Commander Cody. I
212.
love Cody.
I hope we see more of Cody and Bad Batch. There's like season 2 of Bad Batch. It was freaking amazing.
Mid.
Xavier, you're lying.
I also never watched the Bad Batch season 2.
Definitely watch that. It was really good. Like if it wasn't like
Just
your
skip to the Crosshair episodes. Those were
If-
the only good
if
episodes.
it wasn't just your typical like Star Wars show for most of it, it was peak Star Wars for the other parts. Like yes, the Crosshair episodes were really good. There was one episode where it was Crosshair and Cody that were like invading a separatist planet. And it was an awesome inversion of the whole Clone Wars or the typical Clone Wars scenario where it's the separatists are invading the Republic. Now it's the clones invading the separatists, but the clones are the bad guys now. And the separatists are the good guys, but we're rooting for the bad guys.
That was crazy. And I honestly I wonder when they got rid of Count Dooku, that all those like big powers were just killed instantly.
Yeah.
Like in that episode, he sends Anakin to go kill all of them, and I think that's actually a crazy point in the war. Because if Count Dooku wouldn't have died right there, or he somehow lived,
He would have
they
taken
would have,
charge. He would have been
all,
like the last
fleed.
general.
Yes, he would have been like the last general, and they could have fought against the clones, and maybe won with the droid armies because they would have a Jedi on their side if there was any left.
Yeah, because
But
when Anakin was sent to Mustafar to kill the separatist leaders, that was the end of the Clone Wars. There's no
That was it.
There's
They
no
killed the
opposition
leaders.
now.
nothing. They just instantly won. So it was really planned out by Palpatine to
Yeah.
just completely take over. And Anakin was just once Anakin was groomed enough.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
just
like
needed to
the
power
guys
that up.
like in that movie when they get slaughtered, they open the door and they're like, "Who are you?"
And they're like, oh no. And they all just get
Obliterated.
destroyed.
Yeah.
And then boom, war's over in 10 seconds.
Galactic Empire.
Boom. Like that. I mean, in reality, they could have used the droids to their benefit. I don't know why he didn't walk in there and said, "You're gonna make droids for us, and they're gonna have
Probably
droids."
because
and
the
clones."
galaxy was jaded towards droids.
Yeah. It's kind of messed up if you realize the politics of the entire Clone Wars. The separatists, it's just like the Civil War in our history. The separatists were part of the Republic and they separated. That's why they're the separatists. Because they just didn't like the way that the Republic was doing things. They had their whole trade route drama in Phantom Menace. But they looked at Count Dooku like an idealistic leader. And that's how they saw him, but we saw the Republic's perspective. We saw him executing people, killing Bunteri's mother or father. I don't entirely remember that.
That was a crazy pivotal point.
Yeah.
When, they found out, they wouldn't have found out, but then they did, and it was just crazy. That, if she would have lived,
Yeah, one of my
they turned it against, bro.
dude,
Turned her
because he's so
against
mad.
me.
one of my
Literally.
favorite episodes of Clone
She was
Wars.
assassinated by them.
Yeah, one of my favorite episodes of Clone Wars was the one where Padme brought Ahsoka over to the Separatist planet and met up with their Separatist friends, and they sat in the thing and watched Count Dooku be the leader. And it was
Yeah.
this is what they see. They don't see the other side of it where he's killing people and being a Sith Lord. Do they even know he's a Sith Lord?
No.
I don't know.
And they're in reality, that one woman tries to reach out, and she's honestly, a truce, but they kill her and keep the war going because they tell them it was a Jedi or she was assassinated by the Republic. And I was just
Yeah. It's
sadness.
It's messed up because in Tales of the Jedi, Count Dooku's mind was in the right place. He was absolutely right. The Jedi were being run by a corrupt Senate that was against the goals of the public. That was absolutely true. But then once Count Dooku joined Palpatine and went full dark side, he lost the point. Like
Mhm.
he became
Because the dark side consumes you.
yeah. And like
That's what he says.
I could talk about Star Wars forever, but like Count Dooku he's this close to being a perfect leader. If it weren't for the killing and all that stuff he did after he joined the dark side, and like all of course all the messed up shit he did before joining it, like while working for Palpatine, he would be cool because he was right. But I don't know, dark side
That's why
corrupts,
when they're
more
like-
corrupts.
That's why when they're like, he's like, Anakin, whatever, and he's like, Anakin is gone. I am what remains, or whatever. And it's because like the dark side consumed him. Like Anakin, like what he was going for, he just overpassed and was consumed. Like
Yeah,
he turned into Darth.
it's
I don't know what it was up with like the Darth, but like Darth Maul, Darth Vader. Like I guess every apprentice except for, Darth Plagueis, right?
yeah,
All of them were Darth. So like I don't know,
it's
I don't know why, but like I understand like Palpatine, maybe like all of his like apprentices needed to be Darth. But
yeah, it's like the
I just
Sith
thought that was
title.
kind of crazy.
Because all
Yeah.
the Sith had that. And if you notice in the sequels, Kylo Ren is never referred to by Darth or even a Sith. He's just a dark sider.
Such a great name though. Think about that. Like
One of the
Darth.
coolest names in Star Wars. But
So crazy. Vader. That's your name, bro. Just sounds like he's gonna beat your ass. Bro.
Vader. like when you hear Vader, you think of a tall, menacing dude. But in
You just
reality,
think, like,
Vader's
who
just
the
father
heck
in German.
could fit the name of Vader, and then you just see him walk in. You're like,
Yep, that's
oh, shit.
that's definitely a Vader.
Yeah, you just get sliced up with like him like walking so slow, like you're like trying with all your might, but he's just like effortlessly.
Dude, when I saw
Such a stud.
the ending of Rogue One for the first time, and he said prepare a boarding party, I was like, he's doing the thing.
Yeah,
Like I instantly picked up on it.
Boarding party. I don't know what it is with them like being on the boarding party, but I guess it's like their like ego. I don't know if they're like we're going aboard, and they're not just gonna blow them to bits. Like he just wants to be there in person. And be like,
Because
wow.
realistically, the Empire should have just destroyed them because like they wanted to recover the plans. But why? Why
Yeah.
do you need them? The plans are a copy of your actual plans. Like you could destroy the ship and accomplish the same thing. But I don't know. If they destroyed the ship, then or okay, actually no. They needed to get on the ship to get the princess off. They couldn't just kill the princess. That would have been an act of war.
True.
But I don't know. There's so much intricacy in Star Wars. Like, dude, I could talk about it for hours.
Dude, it's so fire. It's so fire. Like so fire.
Most of the stuff, there's reasoning behind just about everything, except for like the new movies and some of the new stuff. But I talked with my friend Andre about this yesterday. Last Jedi, it's a good movie. It's a horrible Star Wars though. Like if you watch the movie and you pay attention to the ideals and the message it's trying to teach, it's good stuff. Like it's genuinely good. But then you look at like Poe Dameron's "Yo Mama" joke at the beginning, and like the entire Battle of Crate is horrible. The like Leia flying through space, it's not as big of a deal as most people are making it
I
out to be.
hated that.
It just doesn't
I-
make the things are just it just doesn't make any sense. Is the main thing. It's not like she like it was she was out in space for like a long time before she was just like, hold up,
I'm cold. I want
let
to
me
go
use
home.
the let me
Dude,
force.
I guess you're right, but
And
in-
like
Dude, she was like, oh
From a
no.
lo- from a
let's
logical
make it
standpoint-
dramatic.
from a logical standpoint, she
She
would
should have been a
be
corpse.
instantly dead. She would be instantly dead.
She was blown incinerated.
Because like
She wouldn't be incinerated, but she would like space
Implode.
would
Like,
kill
that's when,
her
like all the clones are like
immediately.
"Ah!" and they get sucked out. They're like
That-
and they die.
yeah,
That's
and, like,
why people. That's a reason why people had beef with it, or at least I did, because it makes
Mhm.
no logical sense.
No.
It's basically like, yeah, we're in space, but actually we don't know what space is, and that's pretty much that's why I didn't like that whole scene thing because it just It makes zero sense, regardless of her being able to use the Force or not. She should be dead. But
It's downpouring right now.
yeah, Brian, mute your mic because Sarah's loud.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say there.
in that movie, like when like the whole like is Crate when they're on like that like
It-
white
It's white.
planet with
It's
the-
salt, and it kicks
Yeah,
out the
and
red
then-
dust.
yeah like him getting like saved like
She
do they
should've been able
come
to catch
back?
up. They did. No, Finn drags Rose back and does not get shot by the Empire, which has the First Order, which has like 12 walkers right there. Realistically, the second that Rose crashed into them, if they didn't die instantly from that impact and crashing, they should have gotten obliterated by those walkers.
Yeah. Wait, but like before that though, is it this movie or is it the movie before that where they go on this whole mission thing that is completely pointless and doesn't work?
No, it was that movie. They go to I'm trying to remember the name of that planet.
They go to some like they go to some gambling.
Canto Bite, that gambling planet where they have that whole anti-capitalism like thing. It's like, oh,
that
these guys-
entire like that's like at least 40 minutes of runtime completely wasted because nothing they do amounts to anything in any way.
We're
Yeah.
talking about when they go to that planet and they meet that guy in the jail or whatever.
Yeah.
BB-8. Bro, that guy bothered me. Like,
definitely on the spectrum.
it wasn't even about that. The fact that like they meet him and he's like, "Yeah, I can help you as long as I get paid," and then they go and then he's like, "You know what? I can make more money with the Empire or whatever." So he totally like betrays them, and that man has no
Ned.
morals. Like, I don't know, like he's not a man of his word, and that bothers me.
Well, there are
He's a
people like
schmuck.
that
I
are
know,
just
I know.
after money.
It shows you that people are just out there for money. You can make money on both sides.
Yeah, that's the point they
Yeah.
were trying to make. They showed the hologram of the people that were making the ships, and they showed that they were also making ships for the First Order. Like,
Yeah,
yes, that stuff happens in real life. Like, people who make weapons make them for both sides.
yeah, and
So
they're just benefiting.
So the movie is kind of right about that, but my point is the Star Wars. If you take the Star Wars out of the Last Jedi, it would be a good movie. But but it's a Star
No.
Wars movie that adheres to the lore and the world of Star Wars, so it's hard to ignore. Like they turn Luke into an asshole who drinks green milk out of aliens' tits.
I mean, that's so fire. I mean, that was fire. He was just savage. Just like,
Yeah,
more.
they made him
No,
hate being a Jedi.
Yeah, that was annoying.
But like,
But
yeah,
that ship was massive. I forgot what's his name. Like
Thrawn.
that ship was
You're thinking about
No.
Thrawn or Last Jedi still?
Last Jedi.
With the-
When
The ship that she like flies into at light speed.
yeah, that ship was huge, like absolutely massive, and just to think about like the Death Star is huge, but like that ship, like
Was not even close to how large the Death Star was.
like unfathomable how big the Death Star actually was.
Yeah. And, like, there's one quote from Last Jedi that
Is
despite
there snapping in the back there?
Hi.
What do you?
Xavier, we can barely see you. What are you thinking about?
He's thinking he needs a nap. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I had to drive mom to the airport last night at 3 in the morning, and I didn't get back till 7.
Where's she going?
She's going on a cruise to Alaska.
That's news to me. I just found out about that. But on the Last Jedi thing, there's one quote from that movie. One of my favorite movie quotes of all time, despite it being from The Last Jedi. We are what they grow beyond. That is the burden of all masters. I think that's so true because, like, when we grow up, or well, we're already grown up technically, but like when we have kids, we're going to teach them to be better than who we are.
Or ideally.
Ideally, like I don't know if this is even possible in the world that we live in, but I don't want to put my kid in school. Not even homeschool. Like I just want to, like for history, I just want to travel the world and like tell them the stories of what happened here. Like if teaching about the revolution, like let's go to Boston. Let's walk around all these sites. I'll tell you about all the stuff that happened here. And like
Yeah,
New
well, I
Jersey,
mean, but
like
that means that you're basing it off of your education in like history and stuff, which may not be necessarily the
I'll
best.
be double
I do
checking
know what you
everything.
mean though. Yeah, I do know what you mean though, because like I do feel like there's like I want my kids to, because like from my experience, like going through school and stuff, like I wasn't in school to learn. I was in school because that's where I had to be, and I don't want that to be the mentality that my kids have. I
You
want
want
my
them to be
kids to be
excited to
like,
learn.
I want them to be like, whoa, that's cool. Why does that work? How does that work? Like, I want them to like kind of think about these kinds of things. And like, school doesn't teach like this. The format of school right now doesn't teach you to be like, I wonder why this math problem gives me this
No,
answer.
it's just
And
this
like,
is
I
how
wonder
it
what I can
is.
use this for. It's just like, this is what you need to do this to pass. And that's all that like anyone cares about.
Yeah, but
And
when
that's
Schools are teaching people how to be like pretty much workers so that they can stay rich, right? The government's like,
well,
yeah, we need
it's
these kind of things, so let's not let them be creative.
it's
it,
yes, but it's not
it's
just
and
that. It's also to keep people from like rising up to a point where they like do something cool or invent something that goes against what they want. Because like
yeah.
Tesla,
Well,
Like
because
cure for cancer, water powered
I
cars.
I think
stuff
I
like
think it
that.
also has I think like regard like I like, it may not even be like a whole conspiracy theory thing. It could just be the fact that like they standardized school and they made one size fits all for like kids, and one size does not fit all,
yeah,
you
we're
know.
not all the
So
same.
it doesn't like the whole like school system was designed like the way it is so that it was standardized for everyone, but a standardized system doesn't work when everyone isn't standardized, like, you know, everyone's different, everyone learns differently, so the whole system is just inherently broken because like it just doesn't work like that. It's like some kids like they have to be in like the dumb classes because they can't learn, and it's not that they can't learn, they just don't learn the way that they need to do well at school.
And like
But yeah,
if
I want to
you
try and like teach my kids better.
yeah, and like if you really think about it, kids want to run around, be free, have fun. Why are we putting them in classrooms? Like that's the last place
Yeah,
that they would want to be. Do you think they're gonna want to learn anything in there?
Well, unfortunately, in today's day and age, all kids want to do is this.
yeah.
I think that's
Was it
partially because of
Ryan? You're
classrooms.
muted. um I don't know if it was like I overheard like I think Ryan listening to like a video that was like about this, where it was like you put a kids want to go outside and play, so we put them inside. They want to
They
like
want to talk and
talk, we tell them to be quiet, yeah,
you have
stuff
to
like
like.
that. Like
That's my point of
it's a
reference, yeah.
yeah, it's
But
such
like
like a
recess, I'm sorry, but like recess was like my favorite thing ever. And they got rid of it for gym class. And gym class was still my favorite. Like I just love doing like activities and running around. And a lot of people are like, I hate gym class.
yeah. They
And
would
I'm
just like
like,
they would never bring clothes to change into. They would just
yeah,
sit on the
like
side there.
bro, back in the day, I would literally run around for hours and like barely sweat like in gym class. Like it's so funny. I saw this one meme and it was like me running around for like a whole hour, not dripping like any sweat. Me working out for 10 minutes, having to shower right after. Like it's crazy. But I don't know, like recess was like amazing. And now like think about it, college. Is there a gym class?
No.
No, but like in theory,
There is sports and stuff you can do, but like
Yeah,
a lot
join
of
like a
people just
sports
opt
club.
out of it when
That's
like you're like
extracurricular instead of like mandated.
yeah,
it should have
it's
been
like
like mandated because in reality, like after high school, some people will just never run again.
right, but like that's their choice, you know, and you can't
I
force
get it.
everyone to like do it. And I think the fact that
Well,
like
Everyone
they
should
can't
be in
had
good
because
gym
health.
be
class
Everyone
where
would
they
underage.
be in
forced
good
them.
health. Like all these health
Yeah,
problems we have nowadays, if we just everyone worked out and ate a good diet, a lot of those would just go away.
I definitely think that the fact that like fast food is like a staple of a lot of people's diets is an issue
It's
because like you
horrible.
look
Yeah.
at that food, like it's disgusting stuff.
It is,
Um,
but it tastes so good.
Yeah,
Mm.
like
and, well, like that's the problem, and it's cheap
It's
too.
yeah, it's cheap. It tastes good.
Cheap-ish.
no, but
It's cheaper than going to like a
Brokey.
restaurant and getting like
What?
you could go to McDonald's. Like if you go to a restaurant and you get a burger, it's like $16. You could go to McDonald's and get like 4 or 5 burgers for the same price.
yeah, and they're like shitty burgers. Because we talked about this in the last podcast about Whole30. I did Whole30, 30 days, clean eating, no carbs, dairy, sugar, legumes, nuts,
He ate steak every single day for a month.
almost every day. But like
was-
all
he
of the
was- he
shit in
was
my
the
body
king.
got drained out. I had McDonald's a week after I finished. It was tasteless. There was like nothing to it. Because like I was eating pure, like tasty stuff for a month. And then I eat this manufactured bullshit. And it's like that's what a lot of people eat. That's why people are so unhealthy.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't understand how good Big Macs are, or like a triple cheeseburger. Like, there's so much cheese. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really about the burger.
No,
but, like the way
Brian.
it tastes.
But the
ass.
cheese.
Ryan
the
tried
cheese,
okay,
bro.
for context guys, Ryan tried to do Whole30. He made it like 5 he made it like 5 days if even.
Whoa, I failed by accident because I like ordered a brisk, or like Chris handed me a brisk because I was like, "You got any drinks?" We were fishing, and then he was like, "Yeah, I got like brisk," and I was like, "Oh, brisk, that sounds perfect." I wasn't even thinking about the Whole30. Take a sip, and I was like, "Fuck, Whole30."
I didn't fail on accident.
So I mean,
you
in
did.
reality, I wasn't trying to like have sugar, and then I did, and I was just like, "Ah, fuck, like it's ruined."
But yeah, just if you like cleanse your palate, did that for 30 days and then tried McDonald's, you would be disgusted.
Nah, I think it would taste amazing.
I haven't had McDonald's in I don't know how long because all of the like a lot of their fast food is like meat, and so I don't go to McDonald's anymore.
Yeah,
I miss my halal food.
if you're gonna have like
being
a
a PA.
sandwich or a burger, don't go to McDonald's if you want something quality. Go to like Hard Rock Cafe is like some of the best quality food out there, I think. And from a restaurant.
Yeah, we went there like what, a month ago, and I got a full pound double burger that was so good.
I gotta
Hard Rock cafes don't like
Fun.
exist.
Fun
Like-
fact: at
There's-
my job, we serve like 12-ounce like burgers. I got a double burger.
I
had them
remember
make
you
it for
showed me.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was a lot of meat, man. I could barely finish it. Like pause, but like
You could
Dude.
barely finish it. You who eats like 17 cheeseburgers when we go to
literally.
McDonald's?
But
this
I
dude
was like,
gets
damn,
like
it's a
5
lot of
burgers at
meat.
McDonald's, eats 3 of them, and then takes 2 home to eat like an hour later. But what are you saying, dude? Sorry.
No, it's a smart thing to do. But
Or you could just like not do that and eat maybe better food.
nah, bro. I mean, I haven't got McDonald's in a while. I haven't been to McDonald's. Like, there wasn't, like, I would get McDonald's sometimes when I was at work up at school. But, like, I was eating a lot more, like, fast food when I was away at school because that's just, like, what I did. I got, like, chicken. I ate at Costco every day for lunch. I know, really bad. Like, pizza or a glizzy. That's all I had.
Costco
to eat.
pizzas are so good.
Yeah, now when you eat it every day for like 100 days straight, it starts to taste like ass. But it was really cheap. I would
The
have,
hot
like,
dogs are
lunch.
pretty good too.
The hot dogs were good, but then you just get sick of hot dogs, man. But I had that like every day, and then like I get like an iced coffee sometimes. But like my lunch was like less than $5 consistently, so I was banking good money, and then I wouldn't really be hungry because I wasn't really exercising or doing anything until I got home, and then I'd pump iron, and then I'd house like half a chicken, if not the whole chicken, and then go to bed and repeat, bro. It was a wild cycle. And
Yeah.
some days we go to like Chick-fil-A or get halala. It was just a very spending kind of thing. Like all the money I was making, I was spending on food because I was too lazy to cook because I didn't have any good cooking equipment. And I didn't even have a stove. I had an electric stove. Don't even get me started on that trash.
What do you mean you didn't have good
Electric
cooking
stoves
equipment?
are trash. My pans were cheeks, Sam. I didn't have any good pans.
Yeah, no,
That
I
sounds
do.
like a
I
you
do.
problem.
I do hate electric stoves. I'm
My
really happy
nose
that
were trash.
mine
I'm
was
so
gas.
happy to have gas. Dude, I hate electric stoves. I can't cook on them. I can't.
We have one at our
Yeah.
house. We haven't had a problem with it.
Xander,
Xander, how often do you like
Yeah.
cook on it though?
what do you cook on your stove?
On a Whole30, I was using it like every other day.
What are you cooking then?
Like eggs. I cooked onions on there.
Those
I-
are like very simple
Grilled
things to
cheese
cook.
sandwiches.
I
Yeah.
make
That
make
lit-
rice on it
all
the
three of
time.
those things are basically put them on the pan.
Yeah,
and
and
then-
let it sit. I'm just saying.
I make
Yeah.
rice on it all the time.
You don't have
Yeah.
a rice cooker? Definitely
No.
should buy a rice cooker, Xavier. It'll
Why?
change your life.
Oh,
My
Sam,
rice
Sam,
is
your life.
so good, it'll change your life.
Xavier, I'm
Sam,
telling you, I could probably cook the same amount of rice with negative effort.
I want Xavier to cook some rice for me. I want to see how good this rice is.
yeah, cook some rice for me
facts.
too.
Next time
I'm not a
yeah.
rice
This
person.
is
What
why
kind
we're
of
gonna have
what
it
kind
all
of rice
set
is
up.
it? You're not. Did you just say you don't eat rice? Xander?
I'm not a crazy rice person, no, but I'll try it.
How could you? It's rice, bro. Oh, wait,
Right?
how
Bro, like, nah.
Dude, it's literally like
gas.
air.
Yeah.
It
So
tastes
good.
like air. There's nothing to it.
No, it
Xander,
you
what
put,
you do
like,
is you have to
air?
match it with
Rice? Put that in a
buttons.
quote.
You gotta
rice
use-
tastes like air.
You're like-
Xander.
Now we got him come out of our ass.
use. All right. So,
You gotta
uh,
cook the rice with the little seasoning. And
yeah,
stuff.
you
Like,
gotta,
I
like-
put, I
you
put
gotta
butter in
season
mine,
it.
and it makes
Yeah,
it
you-
taste so good. And
you
then you
ju-
put it in like spice sauce or something. Like I make it with curry, and it's
Right.
so good.
I'm a little baby.
Right.
I
You
don't
can't
like
just eat it by
spice.
yourself. You have to have it mixed with something else.
Xavier,
All
I'm,
right,
I'm
yeah,
a little
but, like-
bitch. I'm a little
Spice
bitch. I
though?
don't like spice.
So here's the thing. Yes, literally rice and butter alone, pretty good. But if you do rice, butter, and then the steak spice, bro, it's game over. It's
With
delicious.
steak, and you have a little bit of that blood from the steak, bro. You mix that in.
That's not blood. That's like
God, though.
juices.
The juices, whatever. You mix that in with the rice, bro, on jaw, you're gonna bust.
Okay.
I also
It's so
think
good.
you need to expand your palate and like work on some like slowly integrate some spice into your diet
Yeah,
there.
salt and pepper is
I'm
not
boring.
enough.
I'm not.
Well, see,
crazy.
here's the thing, Xander. You can
Salt
fix
pepper's
that.
good.
I can fix it
It's not enough,
by
though,
force
Ryan.
feeding
You
it.
need more.
But like the only rice that I really love is fried rice. But that is like rice
There are
drained
spices
of
in
all
that.
of the. Okay.
Right, but like that's like
Oh,
got
I'm
like
actually
the
not a
soy
fan of
sauce
fried
and
rice.
stuff.
Yeah, that has
Fun
like
fact.
Fried
onions,
It's kinda
carrots,
made-
corn. It's got like meat and stuff in it as well.
I don't
Why
like
is-
the way it tastes. Like I like the stuff that's in it, but like I wish I could just have all the stuff that's in it with just white rice. Like the fact that it's fried makes it taste not as good. I don't know why. Maybe it's the sauce.
Is it the
I
soy
don't-
sauce? Do you not like soy sauce?
I'm not a big fan of soy sauce. Like I
Might
don't
be
know,
why
like,
you don't
when
like
we-
fried rice.
People are like, oh, how can you not eat your sushi without soy sauce? I'm like, soy sauce is ass.
Like
I've
this.
done and like I've done
And I
breakfast.
put it in my mouth, like I'm sorry. It's just
And guys, like
Yeah,
I've done
soy
bre-
sauce is like good in small quantities. Once
Yes.
you put too much, it like overpowers
oh,
it. It's
just
too
that's what I'm
salty and
saying.
like
all it
it's
tastes
bad.
is just salt, and I'm like,
and yeah, like I've done
It's so salty.
I've done breakfast
It's
stir
not
fries.
enjoyable.
I've done breakfast stir fries that had like bacon and onions in them. But like
Okay.
that's rice mixed with other things. Like I couldn't
and that's
eat
what
just
makes
rice on its
rice
own.
Great.
Okay, then don't eat rice just on its own. No one's saying make a bowl of rice and eat it, Xander.
That's
You were saying
my
make a
gym
bowl of
teacher would say
rice
that.
and then put some, like curry in it, or Ryan and Sam were saying steak stuff.
Montreal Steak Spice sponsor us. It's so good.
The
honestly-
poor random bozos.
Honestly, sure, sponsor us. Send me a bunch of it. I will eat it during the podcast.
Dude,
I mean,
will make-
we haven't like
was eating it during the podcast earlier.
yeah, no,
You
it
had
was
it
on
in
like
his
it was on
beans.
my beans. It was on my beans.
Yep. Every time we do a podcast, Sam just needs to be eating something.
Yeah.
But
Or
oh,
somebody
about to
needs
eat
to be
Also-
eating something.
also
I
Sam,
was about to go be
starving.
eating Domino's.
nice.
Oh,
But
Domino's
Sam,
is good.
Sam, you said you said you had to go at 1:30. It's 1:54.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
I had to go at 1:30 because I had to get ready for work. I got ready for work before the podcast, but I do have to leave now because now I have to leave
All right.
to go to work.
I'm cool with calling it
Okay.
here.
You
We've
guys
been,
work it.
we've been recording for an hour and 17 minutes, so we're good.
Alrighty.
But
Well,
I wanted to see, I say this at the end of every podcast. I want to do this more often. It's just so rare that the stars align. We're all available and we're all like willing to meet this early.
In reality, I think that's cap. I feel like we have the opportunity a lot. We're just more lazier.
That's
Yeah,
you're
I wish,
100%
I wish
right.
we did
You're
a
absolutely
group
right.
episode podcast when we were all in Jersey, like so not 4 screens.
No,
we
but
could have done that.
We didn't-
or
we
There
could
was
have
so
made,
much
like,
going
an in the
on.
moment video.
That
yeah.
would've been cool
Like
too. Oh,
this
Ryan-
one chick was like, "Yo, like I'm expecting a video." Like she was hyped about the video.
Yeah, I don't know how hyped she actually was. I feel like she was just like saying that to be like,
she was clowning.
Ryan. Yeah, I don't think that anyone's
My
like,
homie.
I don't think that anyone's like,
No, nobody's waiting for a new video from that. Where that channel has like 61 subscribers and it's been put your hand on verb.
yeah, it's been inactive for a while.
It's been inactive for a couple of years now, but we are still posting, just not on that channel. And like the in the moment comeback will happen. Just like just be patient. Like it'll happen. We're just grinding right now.
For all
The
that one
fans are going
person
crazy.
wanting.
When is the moment coming?
All
The 61 subscribers.
all 57 of them, 4 of them are us.
That's true.
57.
You know, we've got our family.
Yep.
Whoa,
57.
whoa, Xavier.
Family.
Let's say that like 7 of
All
them.
supporters.
Okay, never mind.
Uh-huh.
57. Okay, no wait. Let's count ourselves. All 61
Yeah.
of us.
Riz.
But yeah, guys, let's.
That's Ryan's new catchphrase, W Riz.
Computers.
But-
It's not really his catchphrase.
Nah,
it's-
my
You got it
new
from Haas.
catchphrase I say a lot is tragic.
No, you
Mine's
say
epic.
W Riz.
I say epic a lot.
And everyone's always like, dang, like I don't know, we'll say anything like today sucked. Like, wow, that's tragic. Like, I don't know. I
Yeah,
just say
because-
it.
no, like that's exactly like it's things like that where it's like I always like be like, damn, today sucked. Be like,
That's
classic.
epic.
Like I would like say like
Classic.
classic all the time because like it's just a good
Classic
response to
too.
nearly everything, and like half the time like you just there's no good response to what they say, so you just you just say that.
So wait,
Word's a really good one too. Everyone's talking to you and they're like,
Words?
wow, I had a great time. Word.
see, like the 3 of us all have something that we say as just a general response to things. I like that's cool. Like Xavier, what do you typically say?
Hi.
Someone's like, wow, I had a really good day.
Hi. But like Ryan says tragic. I say epic. Sam says
And word. Tragic and word.
Classic.
You say
Probably
classic.
I say classic a lot too, if I'm being honest. The classic is like it's classic.
It's classic. Exactly. That's pretty epic. Not gonna lie.
Yo,
But for real though, we do got to bring this podcast to a close.
yeah, it's very tragic.
Oh my gosh! All right, we'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll do this more often. Hopefully, like once a week, twice a week.
We'll see you next time on the Wave Podcast.
The way, dude, I totally forgot that was our name. That's so fire.
It's been so long, you forgot the name. God
I forgot the
damn!
name. I was
It's
like,
literally
why
the-
are we in- like it was like
the
in the moment
wave.
that I saw like the Discord.
Isn't-
I was like, the
I was gonna
wave,
say
and I was
that's literally the Discord that we're in.
I was
like-
like, why is it the wave? Like, it's so weird.
It's because it's the wave, bro. We talked about it.
Bro, I know I came up with the name with you guys.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right,
We're
all
gonna
right.
get back to it. Anyway,
Weekly
it was
by
a great
weekly.
episode with the boys, of course. We'll be back very soon, hopefully,
Yep.
most likely.
And
And
we'll see you guys in the next episode.
see y'all in the next episode.
Peace.